Hello, it's Jay here again and welcome to another tutorial. So, in the last lesson we got a number of new variables in place, and in this video again we're going to continue on, but again we're just going to be getting things in place before we actually come around to full functionality. So let's come here. And I'm going to come between days counter and where we actually start the states. And let's create a new void. And let's call this update calendar month. We'll open and close brackets, we'll open and close again. We'll come inside and we'll copy the debug log and then just switch out the naming convention again, and we'll come below here, and in fact let's just copy this and we'll change the void's name to year counter. And again, let's switch out the naming convention in the debug log. And we'll copy and paste again. And this time, we'll change it to Seasons Manager. So, again, we'll just keep copying and pasting in the new naming convention. And we'll just save that off there for the moment. And yes, in fact, we can, while we're here in Seasons Manager, let's just put in a few lines of code. So we'll say underscore spring, and we'll say equals false. We'll close the line off, and we'll put the comment here. We'll say set spring to be equal to false, and let's just copy that line and we'll paste it in 3 times, and I'll just get rid of the empty line and we'll go through and switch out the naming convention. So let's change the next one to summer. We'll change the comment as well, and now we'll just keep going. So we'll set autumn to false, and finally for winter. So as you can see, this is going to manage our seasons. Now we're setting them all to false, and I'll explain why. It's because later on we're going to create some if statements to set the correct season to true, and basically we're setting them all to false first, and then depending on conditions, which is why going to use if blocks later, we'll set one of them to true. However, before we can do that, we need to get our other functions actually filled out, and these are going to well, especially the update calendar month, are going to be quite lengthy. So due to that, I'm going to do them complete in a separate video, just because of the amount of code. But we'll get these in place for now in the Seasons Manager, and let's have a look at what else we can get in place in this video. So I think we'll come to the void start, and so we've got days equaling 1 on startup. So let's come below there, and we're going to say calendar days is going to be equal to 1. And in fact, I'm going to create a line break there, I think. We'll close the line off into the comments, So we'll say calendar days equals 1 on startup. So we're starting on the 1st of the month. Obviously you can change this to any number you wish, but I'm going to start on the 1st of the month. And we'll say underscore, and I'm going to say October. I'm going to start my game in October. So we'll set October to true. We'll get that into the comments. So we'll say start in the month of October on startup. And remember, you can start in any month you wish, just change out the variable. So if you want to start in January, you can do any month. I'm going to start mine in October. The game I'm probably going to use this with is going to, I wanted to start with a very wintry sort of theme. So I'm going to start in that month. But let's continue on. And if it's October, we actually want to be in autumn. So let's set autumn to true on startup as well. We'll keep going into the comments. Starting the season of autumn on startup. And years. Let's because I'm starting it in October, I'm going to start mine at 2016. You can start yours in 2017 if you wish, but because we're still early on in the year and my game starts in October, let's start at 2016. We'll say years equal 2016 on startup, and we'll say, in fact, let's have a look at the variables. So yes, leap years, I'm going to change that variable, and I'm actually going to just put counter on the end of it. And this will make more sense later on when we actually come to fill out the other functions. So please don't worry about it for now. But because I'm starting in 2016, I'm going to start it at equaling 4. Leap year counter equals 4 on startup. Now you will have to alter this value depending on what year you start in, but I'll explain all that when we actually come to fill out the rest of the functions, because it is quite easy. But as I said, because I'm starting in October, I'm going to start in 2016, so October of last year, and as such my leap year counter equals 4, and I'm sure you guessed it just circles round that value. So we have some more code in place now. We've sort of got the script set up ready, and I think we'll leave it here for now, because as I said, because of the amount of code, I want to deal with these in a separate video. So I think this is a good point to stop. We've got everything set up ready, and I hope to see you in the next video where we'll be continuing on with these. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope to see you next time, and until then, as always, bye for now.